alum of Vanderpump Rules. After barely 1 month of dating, Raquel Leviss disclosed the reason behind her breakup with investment CEO Matthew Dunn. After just 1 month of dating, the Vanderpump Rules alum revealed that she and Matthew Dunn called it quits. She even gave an explanation for her breakup with the CEO of the investment firm, claiming that he disregarded her one dating guideline. In the Rachel Goes Rogue podcast episode from June 28, Leviss clarified, "He told me one thing and his actions were different. It was too early in our relationship, so I requested him not to post on social media. We spent a month dating." What about the post that started the argument? The 29-year-old disclosed that when the two visited the Stagecoach Music Festival in Indio, California, back in April, Dunn changed the photo on his Facebook page to a photo of them together. The media caught wind of that, and it was just this whole thing. Leviss continued, "I had to end it. It was hard. It was sad because we had a good connection, good conversation, and he was emotionally stable and emotionally intelligent." Acknowledging that those attributes were standard but new for her to experience, she added, "It just seemed like maybe he either had an impulse control issue because we agreed not to do that, or he wanted to post to, show me off." News reached out to Dunn for comment on the split, but has not heard back. The revelation that the reality star and her VPR co-star Tom Scandival were having an affair dubbed Scandival for short broke almost a year ago, when Leviss and Dunn's romance was first officially acknowledged in April. After the March 2023 controversy, Leviss checked herself into a mental health institution for 2 months. Since then, she has been open about all the actions she took to better herself, along with beginning her podcast, which she hopes will help others find recovery as well. Her quest also involves a sober path. The purpose of Leviss' program is just sharing what I've learned about myself through this journey, as she previously stated to E! News. She went on, "and hopefully helping other people who can relate to what I'm talking about, those who have been in abusive relationships or toxic friend groups. It seems to have restored my power, and when I do it, I simply feel stronger." The cast of Vanderpump Rules, Raquel Leviss, has responded to her former co-star Ariana Madix's request to have her startling lawsuit of invasion of privacy and revenge porn rejected, which In Touch can exclusively reveal. In Touch was able to get court records that show Raquel opposed Ariana's latest move to have all accusations against her dismissed. Earlier this year, Raquel, real name, Raquel Leviss, filed a lawsuit against Tom Sandoval and Ariana from Vanderpump Rules. Raquel clarified that during Tom's relationship with Ariana, she had an affair with him. She said that Tom had secretly filmed their explicit FaceTime conversations. On Tom's phone, Ariana discovered the videos. After discovering them, Raquel said Ariana contacted her, telling her she was dead to her. Raquel stated that she thought Tom and Ariana had given the tape to other people. Raquel's attorney, Mark Geragos, stated at the time that the main focus of the case was criminal activity and those who supported and trafficked in it. Rachel is sorry for her involvement in the affair. That is not illegal. It is stated here that Tom and Ariana committed crimes. Subsequently, they intensified their efforts and employed such behaviors to humiliate, intimidate, and deliberately attempt to ruin Rachel's mental state. According to the law, it is illegal to film someone without their knowledge and distribute that tape. However, if this is done with the intent to coerce that person into engaging in sexual activity, the punishment that can be meted out is the worst that can be applied. Raquel was accused by his attorney of filing the lawsuit to remain current. His lawyer denigrated her former friend Ariana as a scorned woman and her former paramour Tom as predatory, calling her case a thinly veiled attempt to increase her popularity and reposition herself as the victim rather than the other women. Ariana requested that the lawsuit be dismissed from her. She denied ever sending anyone the footage. "The videos were sent to me and no one else." Ariana said, "I didn't show, share, or display the videos to anyone else. To be clear, all I saw on the video was Raquel masturbating in isolated areas." Raquel's attorney has now requested that Ariana's motion be turned down. Her filing was deemed frivolous by them. They continued, saying, "In actuality, Madix's illegal theft and dissemination of Raquel's pornographic videos rather than her exercise of free speech is the behavior in question. Despite Madix's efforts to portray the case in a different light, it is not an assault on her freedom of speech over public issues. Maddox does not have the right to free speech to break into her boyfriend's phone and take non-consensual sexual materials with her. The motion stated that she also lacks the legal authority to distribute such content in order to intimidate and threaten. Raquel would not be a defendant in this case if Maddox had only confronted her furiously for breaching her trust or talked about her knowledge of Tom's affair in public. However, it is not the matter at hand. Her actions went well beyond free speech, and her lawyer emphasized that although her fury is understandable, it does not provide her legal justification to attack plaintiff in violation of several criminal statutes. Along with her move, Raquel included an unexpected announcement. She said that I was unaware that Sandoval was recording them, and that he had never sought for my consent to do so. If he had inquired, I would have declined. I would have been incensed and would have insisted that he remove them if I had known he had done so in any case. I would never have agreed to be filmed while I was masturbating in the nude. She said that on March 1, 2023, while out with co-star Sheena Shea, she got a number of texts from Ariana. Maddox sent me 3 texts, she claimed. The moment I watched the video recordings, which did not appear familiar, I became suspicious. They showed me masturbating while naked, and I could see Sandoval's face in the corner of the screen. I came to understand that these tapes showed my personal, intimate video conversations with Sandoval, which he had obviously filmed without my knowledge or approval. These specific recordings were made in February 2023, while I was staying at a private home. I have every reason to think that Sandoval covertly recorded more intimate films and/or photos of me, given his evident pattern of doing so. None of these private discussions were governed by Vanderpump rules, she said. They were confidential letters pertaining to a covert matter. Neither their existence nor their contents were ever intended to be made public. I was completely expecting solitude, so I'm still shocked that Sandoval placed me in this situation. I was shocked and alarmed by Maddox's communications, Raquel stated. I knew she had somehow obtained the tapes since they were sent from her phone, not Sandoval's. This undoubtedly made an already challenging situation worse. It was obvious that Maddox was enraged from the tenor and tone of her texts. I was not shocked that she was angry, considering the situation, but I was quite concerned and afraid of what she wanted to accomplish, considering the behavior she had already started. She went on, not only had Maddox found the tapes and questioned me about what was on them, but more than that. Maddox would not be mentioned in this case if it were the only thing that occurred. However, more than that also occurred. Maddox admits in her own sworn evidence that she distributed and stole them. She at least gave me and herself access to the recordings that were originally made on Sandoval's phone. It is hard for me to say if Maddox circulated the recordings more broadly than she admits without doing discovery on third parties. It is quite likely, though, that she forwarded the tapes to other people in addition to showing them to others. She said, "There is no question, though, that Maddox's actions caused the circle of possession to expand from Sandoval alone to Sandoval, Maddox, and me.